What's up, guys? Today is Tuesday, February 11th, and in today's video, so people have been seeing the one-stroke flowers I've been doing on cars and motorcycles and trikes and whatever. I've been painting these like one-stroke flowers, so I figured today I'm gonna make a video teaching you how to do them. This is my way. It's not the correct way. It's not the wrong way. They're just one-stroke flowers. People make them, their own way all the time. And this is just how I do it. I've had a lot of people ask me about this, so I figured I'd make a quick video. I'm just gonna paint one, show you how I do it, and then move on. But I want to thank everybody that's been watching my videos because I'm really close to being monetized, and I don't know what that means exactly, but maybe it means that I'll be able to make more videos, do more tutorials, go to more shows. Who knows? I really like this. I really like shooting the videos, so hopefully it means that I'll be able to do it a little bit more. In this video, I'm going to teach you how to make those flowers. We're going to be using not enamels, but urethanes because they dry quicker. You can do them with enamels, you can do them with acrylic, you can do them with any paint, you know what I'm saying? But I like doing them with urethanes because they dry fast, you can clear them, and they'll be on there forever. Oh man, it looks so nice out there. It sucks that it's gonna be so hot in the summer. So I'm gonna basically show you all the materials that I use, and there's the materials that I'm gonna use right now. There's other materials that you could use, but this is what I use, and this is what I'm gonna use right now. Well, the way that I do them, so you can put them on cars and clear them, skateboards, whatever, is I use a urethane paint. Right now, what we're gonna do is use the Ace of Shades, the Hustler paint. I really like how it works. We got to test it out over there at the Grand Nationals, and I love the colors. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sponsored. This isn't a sponsored video. They didn't give me no money. They didn't give me nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like the paint. I'm gonna use it. I've only tried a few colors, but I really like it. It's a urethane, so I will tell you it does smell. If you think One Shot smells, then this is gonna wake you up. It smells a little bit worse. You know what I'm saying? It's a urethane, but we're gonna do these one-stroke flowers, roses, and I'm gonna teach you how I do it. What we're gonna do is, first off, I don't like working out of these cans, so I always put them in bottles. So what we're gonna do is switch the can into the bottles, and then what will happen is basically after like a week or two, I'll be able to tell if this paint works good in the bottles. I've never put it in bottles. This is my first time having this paint. I've used it before, but this is my first time actually having my own. So I'm gonna put it in the cans, in the bottles. And what happens with some paints after a while, it doesn't matter how good you seal it or whatever, it starts separating in the bottle, and it's not even worth having. If it's gonna be doing that, it's gonna give you a big hassle, and you might as well keep it in the can. Which, if I'm gonna keep it in the can, it's too much work for me to be popping colors and pulling a little bit of paint out. And with these, you just pour it, ready to go. It's like having acrylic at your hands, you know what I'm saying? But it's not acrylic. So it makes it easier for me. Like, say if I want to do a job, I know that I'm gonna just grab the paint, pour it, and it's ready to go. I don't have to like pop a can open, mix it up with a stick and pour it out into a little, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of work. It sounds like it's not, but when you're using 6 colors, 7 colors, 16 colors, you're popping all these, tops, and you got to make sure you close them right, there's you could contaminate if you're working on something and you accidentally put the wrong stick in the wrong can. You're done. You know what I'm saying? Like that can is pretty much no good. Um, so I like putting it in these bottles. So what we're gonna do is put it in these bottles. Another thing I have is, like I talked about before, I just take these little magazines. These were from Designer Con when I went and did Designer Con. I got a ton of these. I mean, a stack. I still have them, and I'm using them for classes and stuff. But this is what I palette on. Another thing I use is just basic shop towels, the blue kind. For this, I don't have Ace of Shades reducer, so I have my HOK reducer here, so I'm just gonna use that. Tape, because I'm gonna write the name of the color with the Sharpie on the tape and put it on the plastic bottle. Unless these labels come off neatly, then you could just take the label off and put it on the other can, but I doubt it's gonna come off that smooth. I usually like sitting my paints in something. I just bought this tin at a antique store. I think I paid $5 for it or whatever. But I put reducer in there, and when I'm working, say if somebody starts talking to me or I gotta walk away for some reason, I'll put the brush in here and leave it in the mineral spirits, or in this case, you can't leave it in urethane reducer because it'll just destroy your brush. But I could just clean the brush real quick, wipe it with a towel, set it aside, and go do what I gotta do and come back. I will tell you, for this specific technique, this is just how I do it. I use these flat brushes. This is a Royal Langnickel brush. This is the 13 millimeter Zen or whatever, Royal Langnickel. It's small. It's just flat. Sometimes you could use one that has an angle, and those work really good. But the way that I do my flowers, I really like just flat. It doesn't have to have an angle. But these are made for like acrylic, and I think they're for oil also. But the bristles are synthetic. The glue in here isn't good enough to handle, cleaning it with urethane. So what I do is I make sure that I'm gonna do a big enough job, which in this case is just, I'm just gonna teach you, but it's worth the video. When I'm done with it, I just throw it in the trash. It's a $5 brush. I don't really care. $6 brush. I don't remember. I have like probably 50 of these just sitting in my brush box because I know I go through them. Whenever I use them, I just throw them out. If you're using one shot and you're cleaning it with mineral spirit, you can keep using them. But I like the way this brush works. I know that Mac makes some flat brushes like this. I don't know that they make any of this short. I'd have to look into it. And maybe they have better glue and you can actually clean them and put them away. But as sharp and pointy and thin, see, it goes from thick to real thin on the edge. I love the way that this brush, pulls lines. I do my black letter calligraphy with these. I do a lot of acrylic stuff too, or body paint on people. And doing my black letter calligraphy with these brushes has always been, I've been using these brushes for probably like, I don't know, 7 years, ever since I found them at Michael's. You can buy them at Michael's. Since they freaking put them in Michael's, I've been using them. So I really like them. Other than that, just little medicine cups to put your paint in. And then I have these little sticks to mix the paint. And other than that, I think that's it for materials. If I need more materials as I go, I'll let you know and I'll tell you what I'm using. But for now, let's just get started. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna use these same pieces of paper that I use for paletting, and I'm gonna turn them into a funnel. So let's pop the first color. This is violet. Pretty cool little color. make sure it's nice and mixed. Another thing that they said about these colors, which, man, it's like great right out of the can. Doesn't even, it's not gonna need any reducer for sure. But another thing they said is that these paints don't need hardener. You can just go in and start painting. So, I mean, that's pretty dope. Saves a step for some of you guys that are new. That could be a real a good thing, you know. One thing I learned about these cutting mats is you want to not get any paint thinner or urethane reducer on it, because this is just painted on and it'll all come off. So I'll make sure you keep this off to the side. Alright, now let's make our funnel. I don't even need this much. Cool, so now you just stick this in here. Let's see if I could do this without making a mess. Okay, this is a true 4 ounces too. Jeez. Usually when you're gonna fill these little bottles up, you wanna make sure that you're gonna use this color. That way nothing goes to waste. So all that stuff in there right now, I could use it. But I'm actually not gonna use it because the way that, you'll see, the way that I have to use the brush for this particular thing that we're doing, you don't want to stick the full brush in there. Alright, so now we've got these little tops. Put the top on there. And like I said, you get the tape. And this one is H09 Violet. I just write Violet. And you just stick that on there just so you know what color it is, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you can tell by looking at it, but I don't really know all their colors. So they might have another purple that's similar. At least now I know this one is violet. The other one is purple, or whatever name the other one has. So we got violet. We got to put it in the cup or in the bottle. Let's move on to the next one, which is magenta. Those two colors go so good together. Sorry, got excited. So let's get this magenta open. You're seeing this in real time, so sorry if it's boring. Just fast forward if you don't want to see this part. This one's half empty, so I'm actually gonna put this one in a 2-ounce bottle. These were the cans we were using at Grand Nationals. They just gave me a couple of the cans, so that's why it's half empty. So yeah, I'll just put this one in a 2-ounce bottle. It should fit. Should. Hopefully it doesn't overflow, but it looks about halfway, so half of 4 is 2, so this should fit. Oh, that's close. Hell yeah, 2 ounces. Pretty much exact. Other than whatever is left touching the sides of the can. Let me just check something. I want to make sure. Nope, that's not pigment. Cool. Yeah, I haven't shaken these other than that little bit of shake you just saw me do. So it's pretty cool, man. You get what you pay for. It's not a bunch of binder or a bunch of pigment at the bottom. It's just right. So that's cool. We got 2 ounces of magenta. So same thing. Take this, put it over here. Magenta. And I did tell them I really love this color. It's a great color. It's actually magenta. I know when I opened the Ronin paint, when I opened the Ronin magenta, it was like a pastel pink because they put white in it for it to cover. But this one's magenta. That's a true magenta right there. Let's move to the next one. Process blue. Heck yeah, they gave me all the good colors. Those were the colors that I told them I really liked, so I guess that's why they gave them to me. I didn't shake this one at all. Let's see what's up. Let me hit it with the... This one already has blue on it. Yeah, it feels... Yeah, the bottom's not thick. It's not hard, so... That's nice. It looks a little darker than a processed blue, but... Maybe I'm tripping. Oh no, there you go. Okay, you do gotta mix it up a little bit, you know? There it is, look at that. Nice. That looks great. That's a true processed blue. I don't know how they're making their colors, but I really like that they're actually true colors. True magenta, true processed blue. And I mean, I'm just eyeballing it, but it's close enough. Let's see. Why do I have such a hard time making these? Usually I have these little plastic funnels that I use, but the problem with using plastic funnels is you gotta clean them afterwards, and it's not fun. You're sitting there cleaning them. Yep, 4 ounces. Just shy of 4 ounces. But I think I was using this one over there too. Nice. I love this color. Here we go. Easy peasy. You pop the top, boop, and now you can just pour it out. You know what I'm saying? You've seen me do this, and you know why I like it. I got a little drop of pink on my finger. I'm gonna clean it up real fast. Oh, I got some right there. Cool. All right, so this is processed blue, and it's obviously blue, so I'm just gonna write process on here. No need to write the whole dang word. Boom. Let's put this right on there. And I know with one shot I made my own custom labels. I'll probably do the same with this. Process. Boom. Process blue. So now we got the three colors that go really good together. Process blue, magenta, and purple. These are perfect together. If you do some pinstriping work with these colors on top of black or on top of white, or even like on, honestly, it'll work on top of almost any color. These go really good together. On top of yellow, yeah, for sure. So check this out. I got this skull, right? And I think it would be really cool to put one of those non-stop one-stroke roses right on his forehead. I think I want to cover him in non-stop roses. But for now, let's put one on his forehead just so you could learn how to make them. I think that's going to look dope for sure. All right. So we got the white and we got the magenta. All we need to do, let me bring you back a little bit more. There's a couple drops of magenta. Sorry, I want to clean the top off because I already have paint on the edges here. A couple drops of white above that. Take the brush and then just kind of blend it. You know what I'm saying? You want a high contrast. You want the top to be white, the bottom to be that magenta. And let's see. So we're gonna start off with maybe, let's see, 1, 2, 3. These are the petals. So next to that petal, let's see if you can see. We're gonna put another one. You want at least 4 petals for it to look kind of cool. You know what I'm saying? You want to keep the dark on the center. And the white on the outer edge, which is the highlight. You know what I'm saying? There's that. It's pretty dead center, no? It's a little bit off to the right, but I think that's pretty good. Not too shabby. One thing you want to do, just to make sure it's completely dry before you put that other layer on. This only takes, maybe 20-30 seconds to dry, but in case there's some thicker parts, like thicker paint in there, I just take one of these blue shop towels and I press it and then I lift. See all that? That was all wet. So that's good enough there. Maybe even a second try. Let's see. Or you just wait. You know what I'm saying? You could just wait and quit being a dang, quit rushing the job. But I'm trying to record this video, man, and I want to see how it looks finished. So, we'll just touch it with the little rag, and it's ready to go. Let's do this again. Now we get the white, the pink, blend it again. Like I said, contrast. In between petals here, we do the same thing all over again. There's one. There's the other one. I'm gonna do this one all over again because it did not look good to me. All right. Another one here. I'm gonna put a drop of this reducer on the paper because I'm feeling it kind of want to tug, like it's not like it's drying too fast. Actually, that's crazy. Let me put a drop of white because I want that highlight to be noticeable. You know what I'm saying? So we got this other one. Sorry, could you see what I'm doing? Sorry. here, press, whoop, 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 and pull in. So there's the second, layer. And the dark is basically just the shadowy area where the petals go in. So, now the center part is pretty important because this is what makes it look like a rose. Oh wait, I forgot to do this. See, some of that red came off, or not red, magenta, because it was very, very wet still. Now for this part, you want to kind of do like a upside down U, which is an N, kind of like this, and then you bring it in, boom. See that? Kind of, it's hard from here. Hold on, how do I do this? I want you guys to see what I'm doing, but it's hard for me to do it in this angle. So I kind of brought it like this, and then here, I just stop here. Man, it's getting muddy right there because I can't bend my arm that way to get the angle on the camera. I'm sorry, guys. It's kind of tough to do this and record at the same time. But we got that petal now, right? So, the next one, you basically start here, pull down, and then lift, and then you're making more of these petals, these center petals. Are you watching how I'm doing it? So I keep the brush up and down, I bring it in this way, and then I twist and lift. See that? You see how it kind of looks like a rose now? And what I'm gonna do now that I got some of these petals, I could add another couple of petals here by basically just pulling that way like that, pulling that way like that, and now you got that center of the rose. You see that? Pretty cool, huh? And now if that dries, I can go put another rose here, another rose here, another rose here, and then this will be covered in roses, which is, I'll show you guys when it's all done one day. This was just so you could understand how I do these one-stroke roses. So just a quick tutorial. Hope you figured it out. You know what I'm saying? Hope you were following along. You can pause it. You can rewind. I know it's they're real simple, man. I mean, look at that. Doesn't that look cool? Does it look like a rose? I mean, it could look more like a rose. Quit talking smack. I could already hear you from here. But they're one stroke. They're organic. They're pretty freaking just random. Every time you do one, it's gonna look different. It's not gonna be like copy and paste. You know what I'm saying? Even though you do the same thing over and over, it's not gonna look the same. All right. But that's how I do them. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Later.